Tonight for St. Patrick's Day, we're gonna have a salmon dinner with Irish whiskey, honey mustard, cooked in the oven, and we're gonna have our Colcannon, and we're also gonna have Kale. So that's gonna be our dinner. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's make our honey mustard. All right. So let's do our honey in here. Good thing of honey, and we got our Irish whiskey. Let's put some Irish whiskey in here. Let's go ahead and stir this up. Really, really good. Now I'm going to use two types of mustard with this. I got whole grain Irish whiskey mustard from Ireland, okay? And this is gluten free, obviously. And we're gonna put that in there, and then to make it a little bit creamier, we're gonna add some Zatarain's mustard. So I'm gonna use these two mustards. So I got my Irish whiskey and honey here. Mix that up real nice. Oh, that is delicious. All right. Oh, that is really good. Just the way it is, it's good. We're gonna add some of this, look at this mustard. Put that in there like that. And mix that up real good in there. And then we're gonna make it a little bit creamier by adding our Zatarain's. Oops. Creole mustard. Alright, let's see how this is. Might be adding some more honey to this, but we'll see. Oh, that is really good. It doesn't need more honey, but I could use a little more mustard to give it more zip. There we go. That should be perfect. All right, stir this up really good. We got our brush. Go ahead and put our salmon. Well, let's spray this down first. We got our olive oil spray. We're just gonna put this on here just like this. Put it on one side. Go ahead and put that down. Get my another piece of salmon. Put it on this side. Put that down. Let's go ahead and put this right on top. A nice coating of this right on top. Some on the sides. You can see there's lots of juice on here. That's okay. That is just fine. All right, so there we go. Let me wash my hands. So there's my oven. 400 degrees, 10 minutes. Go ahead, put this in. And that's ready to go. We have our Colcannon, and I made that the other night. This is a beautiful Colcannon we got from our crock pot corned beef and cabbage. Go ahead and stir. This has it has the onions, the cabbage, and the potatoes, and half and half cream and horseradish dressing all in here, and bacon, and it was all blended pureed to make a nice puree. So I'm gonna add a little more bacon in here. This is real crumbled bacon, not the fake stuff. And because all that cabbage, it was all cooked up and it was all limp anyways, so I got some coleslaw mix with real cabbage and carrots, and I'm gonna mix this in here to give it a nice crunch. All right, so all I gotta do with this is just stir this all up and go ahead and put this in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and this will be ready to roll. So let's stir this up really good. Get that nice cabbage all mixed in there well, so that you got a nice little crunch going. Gonna add a little more cabbage. And this stuff is so good. I'll tell you, when you have your leftover corned beef and cabbage, get those potatoes, get that cabbage, get those onions, put them in a blender and puree them up real good. They're ready to roll. Go ahead and put that on top. 5 minutes. We'll stop it at some point and mix it all up. All right, so last thing, only takes a couple minutes here, is our kale. I got my my basting oil. Give it a shake so that I get all the, it's got garlic and Italian seasoning in it. Go ahead and get that just like that. Turn this on. Give this a minute to get hot. Okay, this is nice and hot. We'll go ahead and we'll put some kale in there. I can turn it down to a little lower than medium. Gonna shake just a little bit of Montreal seasoning on top, a little salt, and there you go. That's enough right there. And then I'm going to add some Mrs. Dash seasoning. This doesn't have salt in it, salt free. Now I'm just going to mix this up until it's done. Everything should be done just about the same time. Alright, turn the kale off. The kale's done. I'm going to set that over here. Okay. take a look at that salmon. Oh, it looks fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little more of this mustard on top. Whiskey honey mustard. Irish whiskey honey mustard. Let's go ahead and plate this. All right, so I'm going to start with my corned beef and cabbage Colcannon, and then I'll put a little kale on the side, and then go ahead and, oh, this salmon's perfect. Go ahead and throw that right on there like that. Oh, take a look at this. So we got our Irish whiskey honey mustard salmon with some wonderful kale. Kale is delicious. Over a bed of Colcannon. Let's take a look. Boop. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that salmon. See how nice, juicy, and flaky it is? It's cooked perfect. So I had it in for 10 minutes on 400 degrees, and then I did a 5-minute broil on it. That is fantastic. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, and just put some green onions on there to make it look pretty. There you go. All set.